that no, what I think is right. No one can change my belief system. I am the one. My parents have taught this. And why I am saying? Because I have been through all that process. Even I used to think that my parents or my family, whatever they are teaching me, that is the correct path. Because we are taught since birth that your parents are God and what they say is correct. But that is not the case. Imagine if parents themselves are not very well educated or they have not read the scriptures. What can they teach you? They will teach you what they have learned from their own parents, right? So we need to understand, parents definitely, they are like God, but they are not God. Parents definitely, they have knowledge, they have experience, but they don't have the knowledge and experience which God has imparted in Vedas to the humanity. So whom should we listen? We must listen to the God and the Vedas, because they will teach you far more than what parents are teaching to the kids. It doesn't mean that we should disrespect the parents, because in parents the God resides. One's dealing should be regulated by love and justice in accordance with the dictates of dharma. I have listened to so many presentations regarding dharma, but after reading Rishi Dayananda, in one sentence I learned what is dharma. Anyone who abides by the natural law, which means you don't destroy this planet or its species and you follow the rules, is dharma. People give lectures and presentation for 1 or 2 hours, but if you explain only this one sentence, it defines dharma. Anything against the nature or the species existing on this planet is called adharma. So in other way, it is hardly you can find anyone who follows dharma nowadays. We all are adharmic, some are 90%, some are 2% or 1%. One should promote knowledge and dispel ignorance. That should be the objective of every person. What a good teacher do? A teacher challenges you when you are solving a problem. He says, no, this is not the right way of solving an issue or a problem. In the same way, Rishi Dayananda, whole life, he did the same thing. He used to challenge people, existing belief, and explain them. But he never took a sword in hand. Remember, you see, there are people nowadays who say, if you don't abide by what I am saying, knock off the neck. They start killing. The whole world is suffering because of this, and it's like a third world war condition. What Rishi Dayananda taught, the only time you can fight when you don't follow dharma, or you meet people who doesn't follow dharma. That is the only time you fight. Otherwise, it's a debate. The method of debate was given by him. The word is fettered by the chain forged by superstitions and ignorance. I have come up to snap sunder that chain and to set slaves at liberty. It is contrary to my mission to have people deprived of their freedom. I am not sure how many people even from Arya Samaj understand this concept of this sentence. The guy is talking from his heart. It is contrary to my mission to have people deprived of their freedom. A visionary person is talking about the freedom of the soul. He is having immense pain on seeing different people of different religion. Someone is killing some animal, that thinking that okay, the meat of the animal will reach God. Someone is killing someone on the name of God. But Rishi Dayananda was seeing that all these my sons and daughters, they are suffering. They have ignorance. They don't understand the true concept of God. Because to God, only your soul and your feelings or what you think reaches. No meat, no material object will reach to God. So he came there to dispel the ignorance from the soul. Though I was born in Aryavrat, India and live in it, yet just as I do not defend the falsehood of the faith and religion of this country, but expose them fully, in like manner I deal with the religion of other countries. I treat the foreigners in the same way as my own countrymen. So far as the elevation of the human race is concerned, I firmly believe that without opening the eyes, non-one person can see. What was his vision? Though he took birth in Bharatvarsh, but if you read these sentences, he is talking about the whole earth. He is not talking about only India. Yes, Aryavrat was one place, and you will be surprised, the Aryavrat was not India. It is a region on the top of India, which is actually, it was Aryavrat long back. what we call Tibet today. That portion constitutes the Aryavrat. It's not like South India or middle of India that we see today. That was the original Aryavrat. Now Rishi Dayananda, what he wanted? He says, starting from Aryavrat India, he will start dispelling the ignorance. But it is the responsibility of each Arya living in any part of the world to do the same. Therefore, the purpose of my life is the extirpation of evil, introduction of truth in thought, speech, and deeds, the preservation of unity of religion, the expulsion of mutual enmity, the extension of friendly intercourse. So, here he explained whatever his objective was. The true objective was, once every person realizes the concept of God, which is one, there will be no enmity among the people. There will be no fight, and that too by debate, not by using the sword. The man who resolves to stick to the truth at all costs steadily rises in virtues. When his virtues raise his reputation and prestige, he becomes all the more devotee of truth. This devotion of truth becomes an unerring source of power and greatness. I think this is one statement which we all must follow. Try to propagate the truth as much as possible without fearing that we will die one day. Because anyway you are going to die. It doesn't matter. Some of the people, they told me, they are followers of Swamy Dayananda, Saraswati. We are trying to live 100 years. But 100 years for what? The guy died in 59 years of age. And he created a revolution at that point of time. What you will do? Living for 100 years. Right? So rather than living for 100 years, whatever, wherever you are, do whatever possible at that point of time. It might create a revolution one day. With that, I will end this presentation and we will continue next time. Thank you.
Good, excellent. Excellent. Oh, sorry, I didn't.